Now, I've always been looking at moleskins, but Winnie really got me looking at them when she sent me this mini moleskin in pink. And that had me looking at the site. Now, this one is the Alice in the Wonderland moleskin mini. I looked at the Alice in Wonderland moleskin planners, and I wanted all of them. They are absolutely beautiful. But I decided, no, I've got enough planners that I need to use up. Look at this. Oh, I love this. This actually, I used to have that exact image, or very much like it, as my background in Second Life on my picture. I just love that. Anyway, I thought I would just pick up a piece of it, but I have to tell you, if you like moleskin, get over there and get them before they're gone. Oh, they're absolutely wonderful in Wonderland. So you get this cute little miniature moleskin with tear out pages, and there's Alice. But anyway, this comes with blue on it, and the bag that I'm going into this week has blue. So I thought I would take a look to see how this goes on it. Oh, look, even the little side pieces for the pocket in the back are blue. That's so cute. Oh, I have to tell you, if Winnie hadn't sent me that other miniature one, I would never have known about these, and I would have never found this. It's just adorable. Something one day I'm sure will be worthy of putting in this. But for today, it's just going to be a bag charm with nothing in it, and we will decide what to put in it tomorrow. So as I spoke about in my live, we are going to go into this blue beauty from the Coach outlet. Let's see how this charm looks on here. Oh, and right up my alley with the planner. Bags and planners go together, and this is adorable. This card holder I got when I did the trade with Melissa. You'll notice a lot of my items are acquired through trade. Now, I got this with my blue and white quilted tabby, and it doesn't really match it. I think it was kind of another, it wasn't meant to go with that. It was meant to go with the other bags that they released. The color is much deeper than the blue of my tote, but until I get, what I'm going to be working on is matching or making things to match each of my bags. We are going to start out with 52 bags, but I don't think I'm going to keep that many. This is a relatively inexpensive when compared to other planner covers. B6, size B6 planner cover, because my main planner next year is going to be a B6, so I dug this one out. Right now it is housing my Stology, what Michelle would call Scribble Scrabble or Commonplace. I scribble in it. I also take a lot of notes. And this is an A6 next to a B6. I was studying some laws here. I was thinking about working for the prison system, and I wanted, intake of prisoners, and I wanted to be up on the laws when it comes to that. So I was doing a little studying. Anyway, the reason that I have this out is that I really want to study it for how it's sewn together, etc. when I start making my own planners, or I might just bedazzle this thing. This is by the OX. You can find these on Amazon way cheaper than other planners. It says it's leather, but you know, it's just lined with plastic, and it's not really wonderful. But I thought this is one that I could take apart and learn how to sew some stuff for myself, and learn how to make these pockets and stuff if I want to put them in like a different kind of planner. So for 2027, I am ordering the size B6 Wonderland 222 all in with stacked weekends. And I picked this gorgeous no, whale sticker to be on the front of it. And I also ordered their proprietary cover, the clear plastic cover. So 2027 is going to be a year of clear plastic covers. So I still need to talk about my current use covers. Like this Hobonichi Techo A6 in the what do they call it? What do you get, two of them instead of just one, where half is in the I don't remember, but when you can order Hobonichi either in a full year or two halves. All right. And so I have the half year here, and it is my healthcare journal. But in my bag, I carry this, and this is my trial for the Wonderland. This is a Wonderland A6, and I adore this layout. This is so fun to take with me and work in. I have so much fun in it. I can track whatever I want. There are trackers built in. As you can see, I'm a little flamboyant in it. It's just, barrels of fun, and I can put any ink, paint, whatever I want on here. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying this cover. It's so cute. Of course, I've added stickers on top of the plastic, and yeah, I love this pen. This was suggested by Michelle at Seaweed Kisses as well. It's a Sailor. It's not expensive. I will link it below if you want to try a fountain pen that doesn't look mechanical like the TWSBIs and looks really cute like this. I will, put this down so you can find it, even though I really don't want to promote that big corporation if I can help it. Anyway, and this is my health tracker. It's not the little notebook that I put in my medical purse, but it does work very well. Now, because this Wonderland is not dated, I did take out of the first part of the year, I did take the calendar out of my Hobonichi A6, and so I'll have to print one when I get to the 2027 section of my everyday carry that goes in my handbag. As you can see, some things are dated way out, and I do have the months. But anyway, here I've even written it in 2027 yearly tip in. So I will tip in a 2027 calendar so I could do my countdown. Plus I have a monthly layout to look at. I do enjoy marking it off and having an overview of the month and all of the months together. As for this beautiful thing, the planner that I have to use with it, I have only dated till August because during this video I am figuring out what I am doing. I've only used 1 month in my Angel Shop planner, TAS, the Angel Shop planner, but I want to use this cover so badly, but I am just not going to be able to unless I choose to play into the, I have to replace it because it's not perfect. And those days with planning are now over for me. I have decided that I'm not going to use this cover. I'm going to put it on the shelf. And the next week's planner that I get, now I love using this as my journal. It's because I can carry it along with me if I want to, and I don't have to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, and I'm not going to buy another week's cover. This is going to be my official week's cover, and I do have a pink one that I might use sometimes. But my red Gilio, I think I'm going to sell it, and I am going to save this one until I have a week's that will fit in it. Now, maybe if I take it out of the plastic cover, it will fit much better. Of course it will, but I don't want to. I want to enjoy this plastic cover. And I am beginning to think that, at least for the start of 2027, I am just going to use my clear plastic covers for all of my planners and my journal. These are just some tabs that I found in my stash, and I'm going to use these tabs on both my B6 and my week's planner. Another thing that I picked up at a deep discount summer sale, which makes no sense because these are undated, but these are just companions, and I like having things like this with my notebooks, with my planners and stuff. They're just little skinny Tomoe River notebooks that you can maybe make a subject out of it and just throw it in your bag. You could plan in these, and they're really inexpensive. You can experience the Tomoe River paper and just like do a month of planning in each of these. So I don't remember what they were, but it was under 20, so it would be under 20 but that would be about 3 months worth if you wanted to use these as a planner. But I don't have a dedicated thing for these, but if something comes up in this planner where I want to add stuff to it that absolutely like I can't do on a flip, then maybe one of these in the back with that information would be just fine. These are by Hobonichi, by the way. Tools and toys. Okay, I've gone through one of my planning drawers now that I have drawers dedicated to just planning, which is really, really nice. This is an old Erin Condren cover. I'm going to see if it will fit my B6 Stology that will go in my stack. The one I currently have is red, so I'll probably cover it. I don't do red, which is probably why I've gotten rid of all but 1 or 2 of my red bags. And if you love red, you're going to get a bargain on some red from me. And I also found my Angel Shop plastic one that I'm going to use until I fill this book. So I may just, or, I don't know if this will fit in here like this. I would have to take it out of the sparkly, and then it looks like it's still going to be tight. Now this will fit this. I mean, it's designed to, but I'm going to save it for another time because I really want the sparkly. So I think what's going to end up happening, now I did cut the top of this off because that's how I fit it into planners, and I really like these Salty Katie covers. They're just absolutely stunning. So I could take it out and put it in this one, but I don't care for it as much, and I am going to save this one for another time. I do have quite a few plastic covers from Hobonichi too, and one of them I should probably throw away. I think it's getting worse for the wear, but okay, so I'm just going to keep this, and it won't fall out because I have this here. So this may be how I carry it, which means it'll be easier to put in my purse, etc. But I'm also going to be making leather covers. I just don't have the colors that I want yet. I do want to find some rather exotic colors, but you know what? For now, I'm going to let 2027 just be the plastic cover era. Because that'll take all the bulk away, and I'll look forward all plastic covers except my purse, which has a plastic cover over it. But yeah, I love this thing. It's so much fun. So no Hobonichis this year. I'm going to do the angel shop. I'm going to take this out of here. I'm still going to decorate this planner, maybe not. We'll just see what happens. This may be the era of simplicity. I know it is with my bags. I'm trying to simplify everything. So there may be some major giveaways on this channel in the future, but I'm not going to worry about that until the future. For now, we are going to give leather a rest, except for I do want to do a practice cover for my B6, because my favorite covers that are made are by Hobonichi, and now that I have two of these that I'm keeping, one that I'm giving to my daughter, and one will be a future giveaway. And we'll put that together. We'll put that together. And yeah, I do have a pink leather cover for this that I may go into, because it's really nice. But I have to make B6 because there are just no companies that make B6 covers like I want, except for Salty and some others. Now I probably have a Salty Katie B6 around here, and this was made for a thinner book. I can tell this may not even fit this. Is this? Oh, that's not a B6. What is that? It's not an A5 either. What a weird size. Wow. Okay. But with surgery, this will fit. A lot of extra room, actually. You can do some plastic surgery. Get it? So I could just cut it and tape it and make a cover for this. And I have some purple and some lavender. Would it be too boring to go ahead and cover this book? Maybe add something like this. I'm going to make everything match for 2027. This will be cool. So, since this book will go into 2027, this undated will go into 2027, and my journal will go into 2027, I'm going to make them all match except this. This doesn't matter because it's my purse. All right. There's a plan happening. There's a plan forming as we speak. Okay, I got what I need. These are the tools that you need to make your own custom plastic planner from one that you're no longer using. I believe that she put out some books years ago, and I had a couple of them, but there's so many planners and used planners here. I've been doing journaling and planning since I was a kid, so yeah. This is what you need: scissors and packing tape. No, we did not steal this. This was left here. Not here. This was left at our home in 2005, I think. Anyway, by movers who for some reason had a U-Haul thing. So, you know, I think this is one of those things that's been twice stolen or lost or whatever. Okay, so obviously it's too big, but would you like take it and shove it all the way over here like that, close it, and then cut it here? No, you wouldn't. That would be silly, because then you would have to tape all of that. So don't do that. That's not using your noggin. So what we're gonna do, now I have too much stuff on my desk as per the norm. It's already folded and I've got a nice fold, so let's just cut it on that fold. Let's not make this more difficult than it has to be. After all, it is plastic and easy to cut. I need to put my camera up, and I'm still going through a few boxes. Okay. To sort into drawers, that is. Darla was here last week when I took off and removed everything from my office for me. Now, do I want it snug at the top or the bottom? Always the bottom. All right, and then you have this, which folds around. Okay, then you put this one on. And you put it on nice and snug and get it unstuck from the packing tape. Okay. B6 is not a popular size. It is, a lot of Japanese things come in B6, but a lot of American things don't. I am so grateful that the Wonderland does. Now, I am going to leave this so that the Erin Condren will stay on the back in its foil. That's fine. So what I want to do is I want to fold the back in first, but that's just a little too much bulk. Let's see, and the front, okay. I am going to take this one and just eyeball it, which was probably first mistake she made. I hope I'm not foreshadowing a disaster. And the reason I like leaving the top open instead of the bottom is because, you know, secretarial pockets in the back. Well, it just creates secretarial pockets. And I do have another elastic from Erin Condren that is in silver. And when I find it, I'll use that on this one when it's completed. Okay, so that's the front. And I've left the flap that goes over. Okay. I'm sure that if you watch planner videos, you've seen this a million times before, but I'm gonna make sure the book is nice and snug in there. And then you're gonna fold the front over the back so that this is in the back. And sometimes if you're really lucky, you can get it like just right on the spine. But anyway, that's what you do. You take your packing tape that's some ASM. Oh my God! ASM. Oh my God! Okay, sorry. Oh, this is all out of. Oh. Okay, that's good. What you do now is struggle with this tape dispenser, as one does. Why is it so crooked? I don't know. Okay. She is beauty. She is grace. Okay. Get rid of that piece. Let's just go with this link because this It's whenever you want to do things for the show people, it's when everything is like difficult. I just want to lay this, and I'm not going to be able to, am I? Because I'm on camera. Okay, I'm just going to slide it up under right there and get it stuck. And cut it. Oh, that tickles. Okay. And then make sure that stays down and just don't pull too tight. Just nice and snug, and voila. It disappears, and it'll disappear into it. Nobody will even know. And now it fits that direction. So now I need to cut the top off. And I probably should have added the paper to it first. Probably going to be pretty darn snug. What do I mean by the paper? I'm not leaving this red. It's going to be purple. Okay. So now we've got it pretty much to the width we need. Now we need the length. And once again, measure. This isn't surgery. Why would I do that? Okay. Yeah, that's not a straight cut. Yeah. Alright. Eyeballing it again. Just cut it. This is not that big of a deal. These can be turned into all kinds of things. You can make bookmarks. And bookmarks. I'm going to go get the paper. I have lots of paper drawers. Okay. What color shall I make this book? Now I have a feeling I'm going to go for a lighter one. As you saw, my Wonderland 222 is going to be in the dark deep sea purple. It's going to be really dark. And then how can I lose it? I just had it in my hand. Okay. And then this one is pink. So I think that the Wonderland's going to be darker than this. But so this book will be this color, but I want to go more like in between them. And I'm thinking I don't want to go this light, but I think this will be a good color for that. That'll be in between the dark and the pink. And that will make a very aesthetically gorgeous planner stack on my desk. Don't you think? Okay. I'm going to try to cut this like measure and straight. Let's see. Make sure that this fits now that I've cut it. And yes, I will tape this up more, but I want to make sure that it fits first before I add any more tape and make life more difficult. Yeah, I think anything I do is going to fit because I've cut the top off. And now that I have it, this is how you put plastic covers on Hobonichis and all other kind of books. You fold it back. Makes life easier. And you see how much time it takes up when you try to do like really aesthetic like just making your covers aesthetic and your planners aesthetic. It really takes your mind off the news, I can tell you that. Yes, so I think this is the color. I'm going to make my stology. So let's move this to the side. Okay, I'm not going to have to cut a lot off this direction. My book's in here. But of course I'll have to cut the top off. And it's not going to be perfect, so I'm just going to cut. Hopefully I'll have enough that the red doesn't show, but it will fit inside here. What are we looking at? Gosh, a smidgen of a hair. Okay, see, we're looking at less than an inch, of course. Some smidgen of a guess. All right, so let's do that. Why are you not working? Ah, it's child-proof or something. All right, so I'm thinking about that much. What are your thoughts? Is that what you think too? I sure do wish you'd answer me. It's incredibly rude not to. Yeah, that's about what it was. Okay. And then let's just hack some off the top too while we're at it. Why are you yelling? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we are going to cut off quite a bit here. We're going to go all the way over to the edge. Better to cut too little than too much. So let's just take a whack. See how badly we did. It's too short. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. It's a good thing I have more. Alright, so that was too much, so we don't want to do that. You should just measure it. This is so frustrating. I know. What is wrong with me? Okay. Let's see how this one is on height. Okay. Okay, there's no way that's going to fit in there. Huh. Okay. I'll take more off. I hope it's not too much. What are we looking at here? That little strip. This isn't aggravating at all. Let's do this. Let's take this out. Get a much better gauge. Just stick it in. Okay. All right. All right, we're still looking at that much. Of course, this isn't exactly even. None of it is. And that much. So let's fold this back. Take it about an inch off there. Hope it's not way too much. Okay, that's probably about right. And then let's see. Let's put this in too. See what we need to take off the top. Okay. Now, see, I did not cut this straight at all. So, shall see how this turns out. Alright. Now, let's put Histology in. I think I'm just going to speed this up and put music over it because this is not interesting at all to anyone unless they are into fountain pens, gel pens, stickers, less expensive hobbies that can look. Okay, I only need it to be good on the front, so I'm going to slide it over. So there's a little tab right there. There's the front. There's the back. I am not playing, man. I am not playing. Okay, that will work, hopefully. It also has to do with the shape of the book and things going in, but we are going to fix this. No joke. Julie, why don't you just measure it? Because isn't this more fun? It's much more fun to goof around. It's paper after all. And the thing is, it's fun to play around with. And nowhere near as expensive as leather. Now I am looking at leather, and I am getting a little bit of glue on this because this cover is going to be permanently on this book, the purple part. Now I may reuse the plastic because Lord knows I've just reused it. I like to keep stuff like this. I have to look up at the monitor here because there. Okay. Now let's put it back in. Put a little bit of tape on it. Just going to hold it just a little bit. Hopefully not too sticky. Okay. So there we go. That's going to be the cover for my Histology. And I will probably make a new one, you know, in the future. But this is good enough. And I got to find the elastic and I have to finish taping it. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and finish taping it out. See, the book moves inside, so it's very difficult to keep it perfectly unless I do that in the front and the back, which I think I'll do. That way when it slides, it'll still have the color and it will blend in better. So let's do this on the front as well. I'm just winging this, y'all. You know that, right? But I do stuff like this all the time. I just don't share. And I think I should. I think that maybe if I show that all this stuff is just like fun trial and error. It takes your, first of all, I'm not scrolling. I can tell you that. I'm not scrolling. Oh, okay. Why I don't like red, I do not know. When I was a kid, I loved red. I had all kinds of red stuff I loved. Even these little beads that I wore in one of my pictures, I think like 3rd grade. Used to wear red, white, and blue all the time. Okay, so this has its purple tips. Never mind. No, don't. Okay, this is the extra one. Put that back in the scrap drawer. And yes, it doesn't fit exactly. And I just kind of did it in the back because I didn't measure anything. I just really don't, but I didn't. Okay. And I'm going to wait and put the tape on when I get the book in. I think it's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, I've got to decorate it. How do I want to decorate this? And where did all my balloons go? That's cute. I would reuse that. Y'all know why, right? Yeah. Okay. I think I'll put them in the sky. What else can I put in here? This, I love these cats. Before they got all these cheap stickers out, they used to have, oh, I wish that he was facing the other way, because I love that. Wouldn't that be funny? The way that he's looking. And look. Witch. So, I know it's not Halloween, but does it have to be? Looking over your shoulder at the... So silly. Sorry. And look at the bee. Oh my God. Oh God. I definitely want these two, like, maybe just like that. Is that silly? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to commit. If I can get the back off. You notice my nails are off. I can't stand them for, I can't stand to have them redone once they're done because my nails are so thin and it just hurts so much. Yes, I'm putting it right on top. This one, I'm going to glue on here. I don't know if it will stay. If it doesn't, I've got E6000 that I can add to it later. I actually should put this right on the purple because I can always just tear it off and reuse it. So I think I will do that. So the sticker on top, but this reusable, I'm just going to stick it to the purple paper underneath. And the wind has to be carrying it, so it's going to be tilted a little bit. There. And I want this little guy. I just love him. I love him so much. He looks like my Scottish fold that I had, that's why. The little orange ones. Oh, I miss that cat. But no more cats. That once... We already had that cat when we discovered that Matt was really allergic to cats. So that was my last kitty. Yeah, they did the test on him, and the reaction to cats was just the worst. It was the worst. It was awful. Okay, now I have astrology that will sit in my stack this year aesthetically. These scissors were on sale. Never heard of them. They were, I'm sure they won't last. That's plastic. But it was 20 for 20. 20 pairs of scissors. And if your family is anything like mine, scissors disappear constantly, so might as well just have a bunch. And there is my new cover for my Stology for 2027. I think I'm going to tape up here too. Okay, minus my main planner. My planner stack is gonna look so cute for 2027, and that's all I can hope for, just cuteness. And I am sticking to my plan of ordering only one dated journal for 2027 because I always order more than one and it's a waste. So this year I decided I'm getting one. That's it. Everything else will be hand dated. So this is undated. This is the Wonderland 222 in A6. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, notes, or however you want to divide it up. And that is what your weeks look like. And then there are just some extra pages in the back that you can put notes on. And this is also undated. This is an Erin Condren Sparkly thing, and a Salty Katie cover. But this is an Angel Shop. So 2027 is going to be the year of simplistic covers. I'm going to put everything on hold for now, except for this one, and I am not buying any more covers. If any more covers come about, they will be purchased. They will be made by me. Oh, this is so cute. I'm gonna have fun with these, and they slip so easily in and out of bags. And I'll have to get my other one like this because I can also use this as just a closure for it. And I also have one of those closures that from Hobonichi, but this doesn't have any pockets, but that can change. I can add pockets to these and all kinds of stuff. And I decided just to go ahead. I taped all of this up because I don't want the paper to get dirty, and decided this would just be the permanent cover for this planner. And I will date it later when it goes on the shelf. It's not a planner, it's a notebook, but when I want to, and I put packing tape over all of this so it would stay nice. Since it's not the right size anyway, I'll order a real cover when I get there for the Stology from Salty, and I already have it in my cart, but I am going to wait a little bit because I don't need it for a year. So hopefully I'll order it before then because I want to make sure that I have one. And hopefully she won't be going out of business like so many things. And I want you to know that I do put links in my videos, but I try to link to Etsy shops and other makers and other YouTubers. It means so much more to me to keep my fellow sisters in business than to order a bunch of stuff off of Amazon. Okay. I'll get off my box now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.